Hello, I'm Michael from the Informed Medical Options Party. I'm coming to you here from the beautiful hinterland of North New South Wales, up here in the mountains. In fact, 12 months ago, this country had never looked so bad. But today, I've never seen it look so good. And I've been living here for decades, and it's just beautiful. But things are not really that good in our society. In fact, they're terrible. When I think about them, what's happening in our society, I really am very concerned about the freedoms that we have enjoyed for all my life so far. I think about this body that I've been looking after and carrying around, or it's been carrying me around for the last 64 years. And I see that there is some agenda that tells me that I know nothing, that there is a serious threat to my health, and the only solution, all roads lead to this solution, that is that I need to be vaccinated. And when I'm vaccinated, then society is safe, I am safe. Well, I tell you, I don't believe it. I'm not interested in it. I'm very happy with the pattern of my life. I've traveled all over the world in some very dangerous places, and I've survived. The only time I did take a vaccination was in 1983, and I became so violently ill that I almost had to cancel my overseas trip. And I used to think, can the problem that I would get be as bad as what I'm experiencing now? And of course, since growing up and getting a bit older and doing a lot of travel without any vaccine and that, I realised that no, the problems are potential, and if you look after yourself, then they never became a reality. Now, at the Informed Medical Options Party, we are desperately concerned about what's happening, and we are committed to fighting for your right to make a choice what goes into your body. I want that choice. I want my children to have that choice. I want all my friends to have the choice. Believe me, if you want to have it, then it's perfectly all right. If you want to be fearful and locked down in your house for however long you like to lock down, then that's your right too. But me, I don't choose to do that. I understand the nature of disease. I'm very happy to mix and socialise and to hug, to kiss, and to generally interact with people that I know and people that I don't know. I find this an offence to everything in my humanity that we're being told to socially distance. Socially, it's the most antisocial thing that I've ever seen, that we've got to physically distance ourselves from other people. It's not the way we're made. I'm a Christian, and my Bible says that we're to greet each other with a kiss. Well, you know, really, I think that's good advice, and has some healing. I and our party are standing there for your right to say no, for your right to have an informed choice, not only in vaccines, but in all things medical, that we need to have an informed medical option. Information and choice. What's so dramatic about that? It was something that 20 years ago would have been a natural right, and every political party would have stood for it. But today we have succumbed to the fear, the propaganda. We have become so reliant on a pharmaceutical system that we have now come to believe that the only safe course is in all banding together and doing this one thing that their marketing arms have convinced us to do. Well, convinced, I say us collectively, but I'm not convinced at all, not at all. I know that the answer to my health is in looking after this body. And that's what we'll continue to do. And I know there are many of you. I know there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions in Australia, who have serious questions about the current direction that the government's taking, fighting this worldwide fear campaign. We are standing up for your rights, so we ask you to support us. This will be an election year. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I think this will be an election year, and you need us to fight for your right to say yes or your right to say no.